Wow, I really enjoyed watching that interview between Alex Jones and Dave Mustaine. It's about an hour long on the Infowars telly, internet telly, whatever it's called. So I thought I'd leave myself a little 3 minute video response. Um, when I was about 10, 11, 12 years old, I didn't like any music at all. I just didn't like music. I just didn't like it. It's just confused me. My grandmother was disappointed. She used to be an opera singer. But it's strange. Just as the same time I got interested in females, which hadn't interested me at all before that either. I mean, I thought they were boring, and boys, fly planes and make cars and build ships, and girls just play with dolls. And then I started about 13, started getting interested in girls, and I thought, wow. And I started getting interested in music at the same time as well. So then I had Europe, the final countdown, and then, like it says in the interview, by the time I was 14, I was a massive Iron Maiden fan. I'd been to the party conference. I'd been not party conference, to the fan club conference in London, and yeah, I got some stuff signed, and I had these picture discs, and I had all these singles, and so I went to see them. My favourite band, Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son tour, Donnington, Monsters of Rock, 1988, and so I saw Megadeth, and I did have So Far So Good, So What, I think. Well, if I didn't have it before, I'd got it after about that time. Yeah, I kind of stopped listening to metal about 1991, and kind of the whole world stopped. But then, so if I want to listen to it, I'll listen to something made between about 1980 and 1989. Yeah. But I've got one Megadeth CD. Yeah, but I don't know what it's called. I mean, I've got it. It's in the car, and I don't look at things, you see, because I've got these stalkers, and they scratch my CDs. So like all my CDs, apart from the ones I keep in this locked cupboard with bicycle locks, which I know bought the locks, I've got the keys. There's no letting agent. Or somehow they got keys from the car as well. So if I leave them in the car, they get scratched. So that one, yeah, that I've got that CD. That's good. That keeps me company sometimes. But yeah. Well, I really enjoyed that because yeah, I was there. Two people got killed. Donnington, Monsters of Rock. Halloween came on. That was the first band, and I was shoved forward 6 foot. I hadn't even seen a band in a pub. And yeah, we're next. Second on were Guns N' Roses. I remember somebody calling them Pop Guns and Daffodils. But that was kind of like before and after they kind of got quite big then with Sweet Child of Mine, all that Appetite for Destruction album. But they were only really a one album band, even though they're still going. And yeah, Megadeth were on, and then David Lee Roth was on, and then Kiss, I think it was that way around. Then by the way, I got a headache, and I went for some paracetamol for the St. John's ambulance, because I was only 14, and didn't drink any alcohol and stuff. People lobbing crap in bank bags and bottles of piss, and it's like a bit loud. And then by the time the end of the day came, when it was Iron Maiden, and I went home, and I went on my own. I was went on a coach trip. I bought a ticket, complete with coach trip package, and that was a long day. It was my first ever gig. But these days, they're accusing me of having false memories and being mad and all that. And it's strange, like a lot of people remember exactly the same things, but then there's so much money to tell them to lie and say they didn't remember the same things. That's what's going on. I remember things right. And then, like, being a homosexual, right? I've discovered at about the age of 37, 38, that I've been out in public being a homosexual since I was a teenager, and it's only when I was 37 years old I even knew that I'd been out in public as a homosexual, because I've always been a heterosexual. I didn't even know. I was supposed to deny it because of the "don't say anything to him" game. I'll tell you who's playing the "don't say anything to him" game. David Icke. He's playing the game as much as... So these accusations will be out there, but I won't get to hear them, so I can't answer to them. Never been a homosexual.